money. Now we're investing money, meaning that we understand that an investment is much different than spending money. We know how to spend money. Money has a energy to it. It has to flow. That's why it's referred to as currency, right? So money comes in and money goes out. The thing is that when it comes in and it goes back out, it has been going out in a systematic way that is not bringing actual return or growth to the individuals that are spending it. So everybody's stuck in a spender's mentality, right? We have to get into a investor's mentality, meaning that as we distribute this energy or allow it to flow, we're investing it in something that has the potential for a return, therefore creating some type of cycle, a system of reciprocity, right? My energy in this way is going out so that it can create a return back to me now, creating a flow. See, right now everything is stagnant because you have to do so much in an agitated state in order to get this and to get that. So the next situation would be, what type of system could we put together that can assist the people that everybody could actually afford, so to speak, right? So that's what we came up with the cycler, what we call the cycler. It's in the Freedom Platform. And there are links to that in the bio, and KINGKOOLIE definitely gonna have a link and all the people, where people could actually tap in, and it's free to enroll, right? That gives you the opportunity to actually look around, to actually see what's available to you, what the system is all about before you ever even have to make the choice or the decision about a commitment. And then the next level was, okay, when you say commitment or investment, what level could be obtainable by everybody?
Right.
And for those few that can't attain it, how can we assist to make sure that everybody at least has the opportunity to get through the door and get in the process, right? And my personal goal is for everybody that ever hears this message, or everybody that ever makes the effort, at least makes $10,000 a week. That's the goal I've set for applying my energy for assistance toward that objective, right?
Now, are we talking Federal Reserve notes? Are we talking Federal Reserve notes? Are we talking coming together to create, as our forefathers said, to coin our own money? What are we talking about exactly?
Right. That's a great question and a great point, because when I was talking about the process, right, what we put together is a process, right, that begins with the fiat currency, because that's the currency that everybody's trapped in. It begins with the fiat currency. Right. Fiat currency mean those Federal Reserve notes that are printed, off of the collateral of the ignorance of the people by not realizing that they are absolute debt slaves. Everything about their life is on bonded structure. That's a different rabbit hole that we could definitely tap into. Right. Yet ultimately, this country or this corporation does not print or make its own money. It borrows its money from the Federal Reserve Bank, which is a private bank, select families that own or that basically loan the money to the governments around the world, and they loan it to them with interest, and in order to pay the interest, you must borrow more money, so it's called perpetual debt. So we're caught up in a fiat system, and it's actually a digital system that people realize already. So this fiat currency system, right, that everybody's trapped in, the first phase of this process is geared toward obtaining a balance of the fiat currency, so that you can now go into the next phase, which is going to be the digital space. Because right now, whether we like it or not, digital currency is lined up to be the currency of the next generation, right? The thing is, the central banking systems, they are absolutely working on a digital centralized system that their plan is to ensnare the people right back into the same system that we're trying to get ourselves out of now from a digital perspective, right? The key point to realize in that is that there is also a decentralized opportunity and perspective that the people can take charge of, and therefore the crypto space would actually become the people's money. Right?
Okay, good. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel. There's no reinventing the wheel. The wheel is good. The wheel works. We just have to upgrade the wheel, basically.
We have to take charge of the wheel. We have to reclaim the reins, right? Meaning that which is guiding the ship, these vessels, this life, right? We have to take the egoic mind. The egoic mind has been running the ship, running the show, right? That's what's created all this chaos. Makes you provide your energy into this gas without realizing it. That's what allows you to be able to say this and say that and just continue to participate and not really, do anything to actually be about the change, because the ego says, I already got it. There's nothing new I need to know. You can't tell me nothing. All of those type of attributes. Right? So we have to sit. You can't get rid of the ego. But the ego has a purpose. It's out of balance. It's not in its proper purpose. So you have to sit the egoic mind into the passenger seat, right? And you have to take charge of the vessel of the ship and begin to reacclimate your mindset. Be willing to unlearn, to learn. And by learning, meaning free additional aspects of the reality. Become aware of things. And then they say knowledge is power. Knowledge is only potential power. Knowledge is power when you apply or you develop the apparatus to apply the actual knowledge to where it's actually wisdom. And that wisdom activates that creative force. Now you have the ability to actually create your reality and realize you are creative energy. And it's all about the winged dice. And so in the processes are into getting into these spaces, because this stuff we call technology is actually in-depth studies of how this avatar, this body, this skin suit actually works, all of the systems, all of the mechanisms, every aspect of it. So they draw that information, that knowledge out, and then they manufacture it into something tangible that they sell you back to you. They call it technology. So we've lost touch with the natural aspects of self. So we must go through the processes in order to free ourselves up. So the next phase going into the digital currency space is to master and understand that we have an opportunity now to actually take charge of our finances, to become our own banking systems, to establish our own structures for developing, creating, and distributing finance in and amongst each other. Right? So, and mastering that so that we can take it on into the precious metal field, where we're actually starting to acquire the gold, the silver, the precious metal, things that are tangible that we can actually hold, consume, and do things like it has been done for thousands of years. And then with that energy, with that growth potential in those assets, we move that into the land acquisition and in the processes of reclaiming, different portions of the actual land, because the land is actually the only true currency.
Now you're talking my language. Now we're talking my language. I like to talk about land mass and all of that. That's the language I'm talking about. The finances is cool, but it's just a tool. Now when we're talking about wealth, real wealth, that's that land mass. No, that's where it grows. All wealth grows from the ground. You got no ground to grow no wealth. What are we talking about? But before you answer, I want to answer one of these messages we have. Some of the people coming in. Shout out to the ones that is coming in. I did send you the link to the YouTube, because we are live on YouTube at the same time for those that are just coming in the room. If you leave a message, your message will be live on YouTube. Disclaimer. So I sent you the link, Doc Bay. I also sent the link to CC Jackson. CC Jackson? I think you're still here, CC Jackson? Yeah, she's still hanging in with us. So you both have the link, just in case if you want to come up on the YouTube side. But if not, then we'll continue to do this here on stereo. But I am live on YouTube for those that are coming in. If you want to hear this on the YouTube side, you can just hit my avatar and go to my YouTube page. Please make sure you subscribe and share. Thank you. Okay, let's listen to this one message.
Yes. Greetings to the wise ones, KINGKOOLIE and DOCTABEY. Yes, brothers. I'm tuning in. I'm listening. Let's see where this conversation goes. What you know in order to grow. Let grow.
Let grow. Appreciate you, my brother. We live on YouTube again, as I said. So all comments will be live on YouTube. If you like to see that, you can come to my YouTube page. Just tap the avatar, hit the 3 dots, and you'll see my YouTube connections. It's all on you, Emperor.
Yeah, family. We was talking about how, the process of taking, the assets through the process, because it's steps, it's like the stairway to heaven of the ladder, right? Now, I know we would love to jump directly from being trapped in the money game matrix all the way to absolute cosmological energy, right? Yet that's not the process that we got into this situation. So we have to reclaim or regain those things that have become dormant and reactivate them within us. So we're going to have to go through the steps by mastering each stage and step. Because if we don't master it, then it still has the ability to contribute to the mastery of the masses of the people. So we'll constantly keep being recycled into the same system again. You know, remember, Prophet left a warning. He said that the people, your own people, will put you back into slavery as you're creating the process. So that's why it's about empowering the people, the masses of the people, and assisting the people to realize that power is the people. They are the actual value. They are the actual thing. And it's keyed into their mindset and taking charge of the way that they think, because as one thinketh, so are they. So because your thoughts are dictating to the avatar what to do, so that's creating a reality. And that's why we've been so destructive, because we're allowing the chaos to actually run the day. We don't realize that chaos can actually be a beneficial thing if we adjust our perspective to a state of centered balance, because your body has trillions of life forms in it right now, moving and acting and doing things in a very chaotic state. But in a state of harmony or alignment, then all of these things are like musical instruments that are playing a symphony, and it's called life. You know, all these vibrational frequencies in its chaos is actually working together, because it's working together as an organized unit, you know, in the form of organs, in the form of, you know, different aspects of the being. So you become a reality, or you're manifested into reality. We have to take that same perspective with all the different chaotic perspectives and expand our awareness out to the realization that we are whole, and utilize that energy toward coming back to our actual power. And so this is part of the process. And so because once we get into a position where we actually have this illusion of power in the form of finances, now we can really utilize our free time energy and equity to tap into these things about national status, these things about nationality, these things about restoring the planet back to its proper, you know, order.
Yeah, my bad.
Returning the patriarchal energy back to its balanced state, you know, reducing the patriarchal energy back to its balanced state, so that everything is level, because all beings, all genders have both positive and negative, or masculine and feminine principles in them. And so everything is imbalanced right now. So because of this why everything is in a chaotic state, but we must master self. That's why it's always encouraged to know thyself in every school of thought. These stripper boy way of fluff, they all direct each unique being to know thyself, and realizing that each self is actually part of collectively oneself.
And with all the studying that you've done so far, and all the knowledge you have, which is amazing, and we appreciate it. What's the first step? Where do we go? Where do we begin? What's first? You got a lot. I went to your webpage. I saw you doing different categories for what fits with most people. Now, according to me, for me, there's more things on there that are more important than others. For me, at the moment. Other stuff I'll get to later, but I see things that stick out to me right away. So is that the idea? Is people go to the website and whatever sticks out to them mostly they can be a part of, or you encourage to do it all?
Well, see, that's the thing, because we're already in various perspectives, right? We're already coming from different angles, right?
Right, and I'm talking about the website that's in his bio, everyone. So if you guys want to go to his bio, the website is in his bio, the one that I'm speaking of as we speak. I'm sorry, go ahead, brother.
Because when you're dealing with nature, you're dealing with law, right? Law in this expression is length, angle, and width. Everything in the material world has length, angle, and width to it, right?
Correct.
And so all of nature comes from varying perspectives. Yet when it's harmonized, it's a beautiful symphony of what we call life, right? But because everything is chaotic, so people are coming from different angles. Some people right now need a lot of the assistance in the areas of mental health, right? Some people need assistance in the areas of physical health, as far as their intake and things like that. Some people need assistance in financial help. Some people need assistance in many, many areas, right? Yet process as far as mastering the economics, the way where it ties into all of them is because a lot of the things that we're dealing with are because we don't have time equity, or we don't have time to apply to the healing process, right? We have to expand to a state of attempting to heal ourselves on all these many levels, and we are all in different spaces. So instead of bickering about our particular piece or our perspective and using it to oppose someone else who has the opposing perspective, right? We can accept the realization that that may not be useful for me right now. I'm not going to discard it, but I'm going to sit it over here in the area to get back to at a later so-called time or date, right? But the things that I can utilize from it, I'm going to apply it to right now. And as I'm continuously growing and expanding, I'll come to another moment. Oh, all right, that was over there, so let me get a piece of that. That's allowing the entire collective to actually work toward the benefit of the collective instead of being adverse and at odds with one another. So the site, the goal of the site is actually to provide a lot of things, for a lot of different people. Some people say that you should only concentrate on one thing at a time, and it's like that, or they'll say I got a lot of things on my mind. Or here's the reality. When it comes to thoughts, you can actually only have one thought at a time. You may have multiple thoughts going on over and over and over and over and over, repeating them, or they're complex, but you literally have one thought at a time. So that's what the whole expression of meditation, prayer, centering yourself, things like that is all about. It's about realizing that each thought is actually a form of energy, and it actually has physicality to it, but that's another rabbit hole. So as you are having these thoughts and you're expressing them outwardly, right, that energy is being expelled. So the point about meditation is to draw all of that energy back in to attempt to quiet the mind or the expense of energy, so that you can harness that energy and focus it into a particular objective. So all of these things that we're talking about, they all line up because they're all about drawing up energy. They're all about reclaiming the energy, and anything that takes the energy, if we recall that wherever the attention goes or the mind goes, energy flows. So it's very important that we expand our awareness out wide enough to be able to accomplish all the things that are going on without it being disruptive to the process. I hope that addressed,
right,
or at least tapped into some understanding about that.
Right. So again, I would probably ask, hearing that, what's most important to begin the process?
Right now, I would say that the
education
with the Freedom Platform.
Education?
Well, the mindset. See, the mindset is what's dictating how everything goes, right? Which is why on the Freedom Platform, a lot of it is about courses, right? About situations that actually give you applied knowledge of how things work, how these systems that are mastering us actually work. So we say the word education, right? I often use the word erudition.
Erudition.
Right.
Can you explain to the people who just come in, especially on YouTube side, that may not know the difference?
All right. The word erudition, EURIDITION, right? I encourage the family to look up both of those terms, look up education and also look up erudition, right? Though they'll seem to parallel and be very similar in definition, once you define something, you also confine it. And though they appear to be similar, there's a distinct difference in a few of the words that'll give you an understanding of the difference between education and erudition. Distributing that knowledge, which gives the notion that everything must come from an external source. So it's just two different angles of looking at something that can actually empower your quest or your questioning or your desire to know, right? So it's all about acquiring the knowledge, which is about the mindset, because the social engineering mindset tells us that I'm going to spend all of my years going through school until I get my degree, not realizing that the first 12 stages of that was a degree system, right? That once I get to the next levels, I understand that it's been about degrees because I actually start calling them degrees, right? The associate's the bachelor, the master. Now we realize that we've been part of a degree system. We come to a realization that when I put that phase with that square on top of it, with that tassel in our church, that was all part of a process, right? That was designed to, unfortunately, because we receive this information through what's called the public school systems primarily, right? These systems are designed to basically provide programming. Well, that's why everything in school is called the school program, right? Or everything that you watch on the television system is called this program has been rated. You know, all these things are not hidden ideologies. It's showing you how the line works. So a computer can only output what's been input. So if a whole system of things has been controlling and dictating the input, right, then it's automatically known what the output would look like. Right, so we have to take charge of our mindset and reclaim the reins and start being responsible, which is the ability to respond. Being responsible about what actually the reprogramming process will look like, and be creators and control the input so that we can redetermine what the output will be. So that's what lifestyle is, self-accountability, self-governance, and self-autonomy. That's what all of those things are all about. And that's why nationality and things like that is so important, because it begins the process of tying people back to this thing we call the planet or the actual earth itself. And the identity of something tells you its purpose. It tells you its usefulness, right? And because most of the masses of the people have been suffering from an identity crisis, right? Then that actually contributes to the chaos. So all of this is part of the process of freeing ourselves from that which is hurting us, having that mental freedom to tap into who and what we really are, so that we can actually create the reality that we would like to see on this planet, on this plane.
Right. So
that may have any questions about the platform, any questions about the freedom process, because see, the freedom platform is set up on a tier system to where if everybody that can acquire $10, right? If you could come up with $10, right? Everything with this platform is peer to peer, right? It's 100% peer to peer. The company doesn't keep not one dime of the contributions of the freedom cycle. That money is about the people, empowering the people, and the people support one another. And every time you support one, 6 people support you, right? And it's a way to take $10 and never having to put another dime out of your pocket into a system that's going to grow 400% interest on your return as your return all the way up to $10,000. And that's part of the process of this goal I was talking about earlier. Because once everybody makes it to the $10,000 level, and you could just continuously buy back into that cycle, then everybody has this conflict going on, and we can all get there from $10, from the entry door of $10. There are 8 different cyclers, right? You have a $10 cycler, a $25 cycler, $50 cycler, $100 cycler, so forth, all the way up to a $2,500 cycler, right? And each one brings you a 400% return on your investment. So if you put $10 into the investment, right, and you get $40 back, right, that's a increase of 400%. So the next cycle is the $25 cycle, where you would take $25 of that $40, right, and put it into the $25 cycle, where you're going to get 4 times that. And you have $15 left over. So now you have $15 in hand, in pocket, where you only started with $10, and you're also into the next phase of the next cycle without ever having to come out of your pocket.
Right. So
each cycle works exactly the same way, all the way up, and that's how we get to $10,000.
Right. So the thing,
it's not a time to
the thing for me is, and it's probably nothing really, because I know you're gonna explain it, but we get to the $10,000 goal, and then I'm sure there'll be another goal. At what point do we go away from banking system to autonomous? How do we transition?
Right.
Because if we're going to get to a 10,000, we're still dealing with Federal Reserve notes. At what point do we get into what we would call positive wealth as opposed to dealing with positive law is why I call it positive wealth. When do we get to real estate, real gold, money, gold, silver, precious metals, and do your company provide these services? If so, if I bought some silver pieces of gold, is that also helping the community, or am I just helping myself?
Great questions, brother. All right. Remember when we was talking about the $10 in, and then you get to 40, and then you go to the next level with the 25, right? Mm-hmm. You're talking about investing. Most people don't understand things about the market, and they say that they lost money. Primarily, the only time you actually lose money in the markets is when you decide to pull out. If you pull out because the markets went down and you did what they call panic selling, then you'll be at a state of loss. But so that $15 that was left over, right, from the first cycle, right, and then the second cycle, well, you're going to get $100, and it costs $50 to get into the next cycle. You got $50 left over there. Now you got $65. If you're noticing, the money is accumulating as you go up every cycle, right? That extra pocket money that only came from $10, right? Now you're utilizing that extra pocket money to invest into the crypto space, right? Where you're gonna invest that into the proper coins, the coins that are actually moving, that are actually constantly growing those different assets overnight, sometimes quickly, and mastering those space. That's what the P2G networks is all about. Also in my bio, there's a link to the P2G networks where 7 days a week, the family is on there providing free classes, free courses to get people fully acclimated to everything about the crypto space, how it can be utilized, what are the benefits of it, how everything works in it. We have things on there for children of very young ages. It's called Crypto Kids, and then we have something on there for the elders, anyone over 50. Classes specifically geared toward the understanding that they may have, and everything in between. So 7 days a week, those platforms are there to get people acclimated into the crypto space and understanding how you should be utilizing this space in order to empower yourself as becoming your own banking system, freeing yourself from the fiat currency banking system only, right? And now you're on to the next phase or the next step. Now you're in that community, right? All utilizing, remember the entry point that everybody can afford, right? The goal is to try to make it actually doable, not something that just sounds fantastical, not something that's, just sounds, for the sake of, sounding, expensive, but something that's actually doable, right? And so that was something that was very important to me because, over many years, I've been always trying to contribute to the aid and assistance and the healing aspects of the people, and so it has to be something that everybody can actually do. So that's why that level is important because if we try to put the burden of jumping all the way to just obtaining precious metals, right? Some of us are in a position to do so. Some of us can buy precious metals right now. I actually have links and things on there available to where there's ways to obtain precious metals, and as you buy those precious metals and you support one another all on the same type of structures, to where you're now accumulating, gold and silver things on a residual level, and as you're participating in things like sound money wallets, to where gold can actually be spent through the digital system, through the all of these things, creating an actual bridge that connects all of these entities. But all the people are not ready or at that stage, right? So for those that are, you more than anyone else, right? You understand what position, what area you may be ready for. Yet all the people should be willing to support from the base entry door, because in that way, whatever your contribution is, you may be able to afford $5,000 endeavor, but also be willing to support the $10 endeavor, because the $10 endeavor is designed to assist and aid all the people in the process. Right.
Well, that's basically like membership fees. It's just membership fees. I'll get that. You need to keep the business running. at the end of the day,
the people is the business. See,
well, it's still
bring it to the business.
sure, but it's still at the end of the day, it's still a business that we're trying to build. It's a building process, and people have to look at it like that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get what I can get out of it and pull out. No, it's still a business. At the end of the day, we got to continue to keep it running. How the next person is gonna get it if you pulled your research, like you said about the stock. Bitcoin would never be what it is if everybody pulled their money out.
Right. And
somebody's got to continue to keep it going.
About the cycle.
The cycle.
About the cycler that we put in play. See, the cycler, say you bring somebody to the endeavor and, you know, they start out being very willing to, you know, contribute and follow that. They say after they get their $40, they decide that they don't want to continue the process. They're not going to move to the next level, which builds that spot and continuously pushes up, you know, one another. And they just say that, well, I'm gonna go buy a sack with this $40. I'm gonna go buy me do whatever, just go spend it, right? And they don't reinvest it into the process.
Which happens a lot.
The system is nobody has to wait on anyone else, right? Everyone that makes the determination to fall out of that position is instantly and immediately filled by those that are continuously going up. It's designed to be a continuous process to where, based off of the willingness of the people, you know, because it's people-based, right? And it's for the willing. It's we the willing. You know, those that are willing to do their part. And no one that's not willing to do their part can't jam it up, stop it, or hinder it. And so all of that was factored in, definitely thought about, definitely taken into consideration, because in knowing thyself, you know all aspects of yourself, and that's the people. You know, these are things that we do. These are ways that we have been conditioned to act. So we have to take steps to basically, it's called the 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So we have to take a lot of things into consideration when just simply through understanding and understanding how the people's life works. And so those things have definitely been, you know, thought about and tapped into.
Now, so obviously you say you have a team of people who's peer-to-peer based. So there's already people that exist in the company that are there to help immediately with different departments?
Oh, absolutely. Because see, the thing is, especially with Freedom, right? When you come into the Freedom platform and you sign up for free, enrollment is free, right? You actually literally get an entire franchise that is your own. You basically have your own business, a business that you can now grow and develop and utilize to support and grow and develop any of your other endeavors, you know, and all the while support yourself and others. Mm-hmm. So it's designed that, you know, and everybody, you know, it's an atmosphere. It has an atmosphere of willing to assist, because, you know, if we don't take charge of our energy, so everybody there is always very helpful. Everybody is always, you know, very willing to, you know, assist the people, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's based off of. And if that doesn't resonate with you, then you'll filter yourself out of that, because it doesn't resonate with you. Because it's about growth and development, being the people into a, you know, a force that's absolutely necessary. And we're all yearning for, we're vibrating for, we're wanting, we're desiring. And so it's about realizing that we have to play a role in creating it. If it doesn't exist, then let's create it.
And how long has the company been running?
Well, we've been doing the aspects of Freedom for going on 2 years now, and then the P2G, they've been around for a few years. You know, a lot of these things and these aspects, they're not new from one aspect than they may be from another. And the important thing to realize about anything about financial literacy is that the early adopters or the early movers automatically position themselves to be in front of the wave. See, all of these things are going to happen whether we align ourselves with them or not. They're already happening. We're already living that reality, right? So the encouragement to the people is to take charge of that mastery so that you can position yourself to actually benefit from the waves that are already moving. And in that way, you control your destiny, so to speak. You tap into that clock of life that you're supposed to be. And you're not just being in a state of victimization or reactionary, only reacting, but you're actually being proactive. And so that's what the encouragement is.
And so, are there things like community program, like let's say, okay, a person like me, I know I can be beneficial in the lighting design, building stages, things like that in production area. I've toured all over, putting production packages together so we can do shows. We have a lot of talent, musicians, performers. How can we take some of the peoples, we could do fundraisers and throw events for children and stuff like that. And I can also help and be implemental in that area. You know, have certain little celebrities may show up, do things like that for the people. Because they're also interested. A lot of them are interested as well, but they haven't been taught economics. Even though they're millionaires, they also have not been taught economics. They just have a lot of money.
Right. Right. They've been the beneficiaries of a type of system. But we're talking about developing and creating a system. And so the things that you're talking about, right? Everything just in the Freedom Platform assists you in developing that into your own business structure, right? For example, you've lived a life and you've acquired all of that knowledge of how to do these things and this and that, right? We're going into a digital age, a online space age. Mm-hmm. Not very many things will be brick and mortar, so to speak, mm-hmm. right? But those things that are the greatest value is in the so-called education, right? Or the knowledge of how to do these things. So there are ways to formulate all of your knowledge into a course, into a type of thing to where you can receive, you know, monetary revenue off of providing and sharing that information in the form of a course that's needed to not only equip the people with the know-how to do so, that allows them to create a entrepreneur endeavor for themselves, but also creates the opportunity to hire for those entrepreneur endeavors to be able to hire other family members or other people, you know, or create other opportunities for people. That's all coming from within the people and the knowledge that's already possessed within the people. So all of these things are designed and geared for those purposes. And so, and that's what the tapping into the collective enlightenment, realizing that you already know all of the things that you need to know in order to create a force or a entity that can empower the people. And so everything is kind of structured with that idea in mind to utilize them in that way. And then now you have a collective, a family that can all tap in and support one another as you build each one of the different endeavors. Along with it comes the same support system, because everybody is moving and acting as a family, as a community, you know, and sharing with anyone that's in their immediate environment. So it's just like the same way the body is structured, as far as, you know, all the closely associated cells working and creating this, the other, you know, but yet they all still work in a harmonic state as a collective, as a unit. And so that's all we're doing. We're recreating ourselves, because we're tapping back into that inner greatness of ourselves. And these are just parts of the process, the steps. Trust me, family, I spend a lot of my years analyzing how the fiat currency market works and how it has been used to manipulate so many of the people for so long, and how it has served as a transponder of the mindsets. And, you know, I've understood all of the ways that it's been utilized in error, yet it is impossible to deny that it, at present, right now, as we speak, it has an effect and an energy attachment to the lives of the masses of the people, even if a few people are totally detached from it. But the masses of the people are absolutely caught up in the money game matrix. And so it all has relevance, it all has purpose, you know, and that's to free us from the money game matrix.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to listen to a few of these messages. I just want to let the people know we are still live on YouTube. For those that just coming in, this conversation is being held live on YouTube. If you hit my avatar, you can see that we're live. I'm trying to get DOCTABEY when he gets a chance to pull up so you can see us both. But right now, you can see me live. And yeah, we're making it happen for y'all. This is mainly to come together on a monetary basis, as well as mentally, physically, and spiritually. But to keep it all and tie us all together is wealth. Some of us don't really know what that is. Some of us have different opinions of what we think wealth is. But we're trying to get it all down to a science here today. It's got nothing to do with what we believe, what some of our past lives have been in. We're getting down to what the science of money really is, so that we can use it as a tool that it is. It's just a tool, and we can acquire as much of it as we want, as long as we continue to use it as a tool and not let it use us. That's the problem. I've been around lots of money, been around people with a lot of money, and it showed me a lot of different things, and a lot of it showed me that it's not something I'm striving for, because I've seen what it did. I've seen lives destroyed because of it. Families, murders, all kind of craziness over money. So my thing is trust. Who can you trust? And do we need to put in express trusts and indentured trusts? For those that understand it, it's a whole other story if you don't. But we should talk about trust as well a little bit.
That's something I definitely want to tap into that aspect. And I'm gonna start it with a thing that's commonly said out here all the time, right? It's part of the common saying. We'll talk about we're lit, right? So, man, we lit. It was lit up in there. It's lit. All right. Lit to me is loyalty, integrity, and trust. Right? Being truly lit is about expanding your awareness to the acceptance, the willingness to be loyal, realizing that if we are to grow and develop into positive, productive, successful, free people, we must be or have integrity, and we must be trustworthy, and we must establish trust. Now, there are several different aspects of trust, but Koolie is definitely tapping into those that are attached to the law system or the legal system and things of that nature. And actually, the blockchain is something very similar to that. See, the blockchain technology is going to establish a new precedent of how things are done out here, because most of the blockchain is transparent, meaning that it helps to eliminate many levels of fraud and things that can be, used to deceive the people or deceive the masses and stuff like that. So that technology, factored in with all of the things that are going on, in society, that will play a assisting role in that. And we definitely have to get into understanding the difference between what's legal and what's lawful, because in most of these scenarios, even as you're acquiring your financial literacy and you're getting the bag, or you're growing your wealth and things of that nature, if you still allow yourself to exist and function under a certain status, right, that is automatically putting you in a position of being property, because there's a code in law that says property cannot own property. And if you're in that state of status of being property, then all of the assets actually do not belong to you or your legacy, because you and your legacy are still under statuses that automatically, legally, according to legalese, and many of us don't speak that language, but according to legalese, illegally disenfranchises you from any ability to even inherit or to actually hold any type of assets or wealth. So that's a very important aspect of what this process is for and about. And I don't know if Koolie want to tap into the different trusts, but that's something that we definitely have links to. I can definitely send people some information to find out all about trust. And I know bro always sharing stuff like that too, to where we can go down that rabbit hole at a different time of day.
Right,
but it's
different time of day, but we definitely should have some classes or some discussions about what trusts are, why a trust in the first place, what is a trust, that the country is built on an indentured trust, that part too. So there is an importance of it, because you built a whole country on a trust. So trusts are what's key to keeping businesses afloat.
Right. And so right now, the process is for people to realize, what role do I actually play in all of the things that I'm complaining about? It's at a stage of being absolutely honest with yourself and realizing that I must take self-accountability, self-awareness, and accept a realization that I can actually find evidence that shows me how I, through voluntary action or involuntary action, willingly or unwillingly, unknowingly or knowingly, been contributing my energy to all of the things that I'm actually complaining about. And that level of self-accountability is going to be a very agitating state, because that's truly getting into the mirror and realizing that, okay, I have been signing contractual agreements for most of my life. I have been surrendering my consent, because the entire system that we're complaining about that we live in is a voluntary system that is based off of consent, either implied or actually given. And in most cases, it ends up being implied because the people are not aware of the language that they're speaking when they're in legal situation, that the consent actually comes simply from the words that you say. And the Miranda rights give you most of the ideology right in your face. It says you have the right to remain silent. And then from that point, none of that designed even for you. It says if you give up that right, anything you say not only can be, but will be used, not possibly for you, not maybe on your behalf, but against you in a court. So once you understand the terminology, the words, that's, a lot of times, the family be out here trying to get people to disconnect and disassociate themselves with certain terminologies, not realizing that the reason is not because you're trying to deny some form of ethnicity or culture or heritage. None of that. That's so not the case. It's because the realization of the power of words and how they actually dictate or manipulate the physical matter that we call the material expression of things. Vibrational frequencies manipulate that. It dictates that. So words are very important. That's why they're called spells. That's why you were taught spelling. All of these things are done for a reason. So we have to become very mindful of the energy frequencies that we put out here. So a lot of encouragement is often made to encourage people to stop using certain terminology, certain ideology, and we'll say that that's just semantics, or that's just cliche, or we'll diminish it down, thinking that it really has no effect, really has no power. But I encourage people to absolutely dive deeper into the sign ways. Most were taught in one school of thought that you were born in sin. You put the E back on there, you get the sign, and you'll understand exactly what's going on.
They always tell you that the E is silent. I'm gonna listen to one second, Emperor. I'm gonna listen to a few of these messages. 1 second.
All right. Islam Morris.
Islam.
Peace and love, Dr. Bay. Peace and love, KINGKOOLIE. Just listening in to the show. Just doing y'all thing. Islam.
Islam, beloved. Islam, more. Again, for those that's just coming in, we are live on YouTube. If you want to check in with us on the YouTube side, tap the avatar, my avatar, and you hit the 3 buttons. Over there, you'll see my YouTube link there. Peace and love to y'all in the chat. The Dom Takeover is next. Hey, Dom Takeover.
KINGKOOLIE actually was on the live on YouTube. I see you. Oh, yeah, you gotta tell me how to do that. You gotta tell me how to do that. But, yeah, I actually, KINGKOOLIE, need to get some advice from you about lights and production. That's what y'all was talking about when I caught your live. And I know that's what you was mentioning. You did. I remember you told me you did that. I don't know. Is there a way I can speak to you about that? Because I need some help with some things.
Hey, Dom Takeover. Yeah, I'm here with Emperor Dr. Bay. I'm sure you said hello. I didn't know if you said Islam, peace and love. But yeah, that's my co-host, Dr. Bay, and that's what we're speaking about, economics, putting the whole team together. He has a website that's attached to his bio. So he was saying, like, that's just it, because we're not in a digital space anymore, a real space anymore. We're in a virtual space. That maybe I should put a virtual class together. Maybe I'll talk to him about that, which is great. Now I can see why he's saying what he's saying. I've thought about it in the past, but there was no real need for it, because I was still working out in the real world, which I have. My first job since the virus thing, the vacation, is coming up in 2 weeks. So in Times Square, we're back to work. You know, I work on Broadway. So they're trying to come back to work. Broadway's coming back together, and we're doing a big launch and blah, blah, blah. Y'all see that in a couple weeks. But long story short, you can just hit my avatar, tap in with my Instagram. We're already friends on Instagram. And let me know exactly what you're thinking about, what you need. If you want me to just tell you how you can do it yourself, we can do that too.
Yeah, trust is a big thing. I tell people the biggest currency that there is trust. The spiritual realm is after your trust. Advertisements is after your trust. Your relationships is after your trust. Once trust is broken, you see shit goes all downhill from there. So trust is the biggest currency. You know, heaven and hell, God and Satan fighting over your trust. You know, religions are after your trust. Like everything, everything in life is after your trust. And when you think about it, how do you use attention? You pay it. You either pay it attention or you pay it no mind.
Either way, you gotta pay something.
Great expression of that emphasis.
Yeah, emphasis, Dom, take off.
You know, that definitely taps into the where attention goes, energy flows. So when you pay your attention, you pay your energy, you pay your currency. And so we have to reclaim that. That's what all of these processes are. Absolutely.
Dom Takeover, she's very, very intelligent. You ever listen to her show, you know. They joke and laugh, but then she'll throw in a bomb on you. Hey, you're not supposed to do that. Shout out to you, Dom Takeover. Yeah, got into lighting design because I was feeling like I was bringing the light to people. I'm always trying to bring light, bring positive, bring energy. So I became a lighting designer, and I started bringing that information. What we talking about? Because I was more for about 20 plus years. You know, I've been studying, maybe 30, and I've always told all the rappers about it. Why you think they wear the turban? They be talking all that. There's people like us that was in the business, in the rap, in their ears, telling them because they had the masses of the people. I knew that I can only tell 5 people, 10 people. But if I told, I don't know, CL Smooth, which I've spoken many times to him, he's very intelligent. I spoke to May, rest in peace, Prodigy. Prodigy was crazy. But, you know, I should drop my little thing, boom, 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 more love, most deaf. All these people, they computer, they know. They all have knowledge of self. But that's why I was saying economic, that money though. So that's why I was saying.
You know, man, over the years, brother, you know, like you know, I've seen this monetary spell have such an effect on the minds of the people, and actually being the very tool that's used to control the minds. And that's that input, and it's controlling the numbers. He who controls the numbers controls the world. And so, because they're controlling that mental input through that tool, we have to reclaim the reins of that. We have to remaster that which has been mastering us. And it takes honesty. It takes looking in the mirror and being honest with self. Many of your decisions have been based around the dictates of how the central banking system has been running their corporation, their business. And we'll often say what they are doing or what this is that are doing. Not realizing that just by you saying that, just by you consistently applying your energy to that, you are the energy that's actually empowering that which you are complaining about. And that's what that self-accountability, that self-awareness comes in, so that you can take back charge of your energy and begin to distribute it and apply it in areas that you would like to see to grow and develop. And that's what Rebecca Nutt's crowdfunding and all of the things about the common unity or the collective enlightenment is all about. You know.
Yeah, I don't agree with this.
Ourselves,
I don't agree with this. the they theory either. I'm not in agree. I never was one to agree with the they did it type of thing, because there's no they, there's we, and we definitely know we exist. We don't know if they exist, but we definitely know we exist. So I only say the we, because we the people is the ones that sign contracts. It was never they that signed the contract. It was we that signed contracts. We the people is on the contracts, on the preamble. It doesn't say they the people. So stop talking they the people. Who the, you know what? One is
see, that's the,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That taps into that area of that realization that most of the things that people argue and bicker about and feel like they get emotional attached to are things that are less than 200 years old. You know, there are so many missing pieces to the distribution of the information of our past selves, right? We now call our ancestors, right? And so, because 90% of what we think that we know about these things comes from the same source that the very people are even complaining about. You know, most scenarios of conflict or usurping or conquering or just voluntary takeover, those that are in the position of victor normally reconstruct or rewrite the so-called history in order to dictate the future minds of the people. And all of these processes have always been right in our face. The best way to hide anything is to put it right in your face. And so because most people lack a lot of these connected points, and they're only being fueled by those things that have been distributed. And that's what has created this chaotic mindset that we're in right now. Yeah, that's because of the missing pieces. And we have to begin to connect the dots, because indeed we were part of the establishing of every aspect of the contractual agreements. The initial contractual agreements that even put this thing we're calling now the U.S. corporation, once calling it the Americas or the Continental. I mean, it's just so many missing pieces, bro. And I know you know. Yeah, it's attached to distribute it to the masses of the people who only have bits and pieces and have locked themselves into a state of already predetermined definition. And when you define something, you also confine it. And so because people are clinging to the pieces of the puzzle that they were distributed and that they claim to and got attached to due to environmental influences, due to different type of encouragements, and they've closed themselves off, they become stagnant. And so that water that is what the energy that they are is not flowing. So there's no currency. The electromagnetism and the water is not flowing. So we're not that current, that activated so-called God being that we actually are. So we're cut off from a lot of these things based off of just accepting the modern social engineering. And so it's going to be a process, but definitely to fill in those gaps, to reconnect all those dots, and expand our awareness out to the homes and realize what actually has happened. Because the stories of what really happened that very few people have had access to with evidence is far different than the one that the masses of the people are governing their mindset according to. And
so what about what about like credit unions? Can we start a credit union amongst ourselves?
That's the whole purpose in becoming financially literate and developing yourself into a banking institution. Because if you notice, the title was credit union. Union is very key in that, because as each person has the ability to function itself as aligned with the way currency flows or financial institutions flow. Now these financial institutions can come together and become a unified force where they're contributing to a centralized pot that can be tapped into for loans, for business endeavors, for different things like that. So, you know, it could be the CBOT, the Community Bank of Trust. You know what I mean? And so everybody, it could be a member bank where everybody pays a membership, and that membership, you know, I actually have an entire structure laid out, you know, that I haven't even went public on none of the sites, an entire structure laid out for tapping into the power of the people as far as developing themselves into a banking structure, you know. Well, and one that's actually decentralized, that's not controlled by a certain entity or a individual. That's actually controlled by the collective, and that establishes that trust, and everything is put in a state of trust. So,
well, the key word, like when I say credit union, you're right. Union is the key word because it brings people together. It brings a union or grouping of what? Credit. What is credit? It comes from the word credentials. What's your credentials? You bring your credentials to the table. I bring my credentials to the table. We can bring all our credentials to the table, put it under something we call a company. But in order to do that, we must trust one another. So we put that trust into the corporation, company under the trust, the umbrella. Now we have a trust, and all our credentials are backing the trust. Ooh, you're not understanding what that is. It's more than money, way more than money. Money can't buy that.
facts.
Money can't buy credentials. That's why it's your credit. When you put your autograph, not a signature, your signature, you sign away your nature. You're giving away your sign wave. In order to do that, I give you my autograph, or I'll give you an endorsement, maybe, which means I'm looking for something in return for my autograph or my endorsement. When you're signing away your nature, you're not asking for that, you're just giving away all your rights. It's a difference. That's why you protect your signature if you got to sign. But that's another down a deep rabbit hole. But it brings back to contract law. It's all contract law. LAW, length, angle, and width. It got you locked in a cube called a piece of either but it's a now get out the box. A lot of people don't even know they're in a box. How do we get out of a box once you find out you're in a box? Some people know they're in it, they don't know how to get out of the box. Some people don't even know they're in a box. Some are out the box trying to pull people out the box, but they don't even know they're in the box. So what are you doing? Why are you bothering me? These are three different things at the same time.
The interesting thing, I found is that true, most of the masses don't acknowledge the problem because they don't even realize that there is a problem. Most have accepted engineering that things are the way that they are and should be supposed to be, and that we actually have no control in the determination of that. Now, what people don't understand about these things that we call the systems or the governmental structures that we live under, everything in the so-called system is under contract law and is according to a contractual type of agreement, and everything about it is voluntary. And because it's voluntary, because you may not know or be aware of how you have volunteered or what role that volunteering plays, the code is ignorance of the law is no excuse. And so therefore, because you don't make the effort, the diligence to be fully aware of exactly what you're doing and how you're moving, you're still held accountable, and therefore implied jurisdiction is always going on. So most of the things that you're complaining about, the unfortunate reality is that you're actually contributing to it and you're participating willingly. And that's a reality that not many are willing to accept and face and deal with. Right. And so that's what self-accountability is all about. And the truth is, there is a contractual document that you have signed and have been signing and continue to sign that ties you to every aspect and every phase of everything that the system that you're complaining about is actually doing. And it's utilizing your free will, your choice. So therefore, anything that's done in violation of that can be actually legally considered to be a violation. And I encourage the family to even go to Google right now and just look up legal versus lawful. That'll give you a real concrete idea of the things that me and the brother even talking about.
Right, that's funny you said that, because one time the cop was like, it's illegal to blah, 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 blah. And I said, okay, maybe so, but is it unlawful? And he stayed mute. He didn't say no. He didn't want to answer that.
Right.
Is it unlawful? I know it's probably illegal. Maybe, I don't know. I don't deal in legalese. But is it unlawful? Because I deal in law. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm not a legal-abiding citizen. I never claimed to be. I never said I was down with legalism. I never said I was part of that society. Because, see, you have to understand. These are societies. When they ask you, when they look at your driver's license, what society you with? You with the Society of Motor Vehicles. At that moment, that's who they gonna go and talk to about you. Who is this guy? Did you give him permission to be on these roads? And you're like, well, I don't need motor vehicles permission to be on the road. Is that what you're saying? Yes, that's what a driver's license is. I'm giving you permission.
That's why the first phase of it is called a permit.
That. And before that is an application. Apply for application means to beg. What are you begging for?
The same thing that plea means when you make a plea.
You're begging. But if you look up the word more, in a lawful dictionary, you'll see it says equal to 100 bailiffs. And y'all need to know, most people don't even know what that means. But a bailiff in court knows what that means. He's equal to 100 of me. Think about that for a quick second. That's why when you go in, it's about 100 of them around you. You're like, damn, all of y'all for me. But you don't understand why if you claim to be a certain thing, they're going to treat you as what you said you are. Yes or no? If you say you black, we're going to treat you like you black. It's just that simple. If you say you're a Moor, we're going to treat you as a Moor. We're going to treat you as whatever you tell us. We only know what you tell us.
That's why it says anything you say. And so the family has to understand that we're dealing with most issues from what we would consider to be a morality perspective, meaning that we deal with it with our emotions. And we unfortunately think that the legal system has something to do with the moral system. Legality and morality have absolutely nothing to do with each other, actually. The things that are lawful are the things that are according to the laws of nature, or things that are connected to the natural ions or nation building. That's you. And so because we've disconnected ourselves from any aspect of concept of nationality or nation building or being a collective family, then by voluntary right, or actually voluntary privilege, this is why we're suffering the things that the society or the system is imploring on us. It's due to our continued choice to actually stay disconnected. Now, that may seem harsh, and a lot of people say, man, ain't no way a word, or just because of some words, it's going. Yeah, most people will talk about salvation and say, it was a word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. Bringing the highest precedence according to that school of thought and that understanding to the word. And most people argue victory and fight based off of words today. So it gives absolute credit or credits to the power of words and how an entire system can be manipulated simply based off of the words on the scale. So family, that's really what's going on. It's so simple, it seems so simplified to where it ain't no way this level of mass destruction is being manifested from a simple concept that I'll show you in the names. Right. And it's provable.
Well, people say all the time, you mean just if I start talking a different way and speaking differently, that you mean to tell me that that's going to change the way they treat them? Nah, man, they just even. Nah, bro. You creating this with spells that are put on you, and you also implementing these same things in your existence. Period. That's what's going on. That's all that's going on. You're not getting it. Yeah.
What people may not realize is that the only true enemy anyone could ever have is the inner me. Your only enemy is that, and the only power that is even fragmented toward and opposed to one another. That's how you control the masses of the people. And they've always told you that to divide is to conquer. So as long as you project and you voluntarily have the right to do, you can put whatever you want to in your movies, you can put whatever you want to in your music industry, you can put whatever you want to in your news media. Those are your corporations, your businesses. And we'll complain about what they're doing and how they're doing it. But the stages of accountability say, wow, why am I actually applying my energy to it? Therefore, empower me even more, giving credits to the actual power that I'm complaining about.
Why am I feeding that wolf?
So that mirrology makes you take accountability for that fact and then begin to make the adjustments that's necessary to remove your energy, because in the scales of justice, all the energy on the chaotic side or the side that is real is quite full. Justice and enough energy already on there. So as people begin to reawaken their mind and tap into enlightenment of self, knowing thyself, you begin to consciously make a choice to where you would prefer for your energy to be applied and with scale. So those that would like to see it, those that like to see it, don't like to see, a new reality. Details or information, definitely, if you're in the back chats, if you box out, definitely send you, any of the information that I have, try to answer and address any of your questions or concerns, and also provide you with the links to get yourself started, because, get into it, bring your skepticism, bring your doubts, bring all of that energy, because that's the energy that's utilized to assist in developing it into that which it can actually empower and serve people. Because that's the energy intent that's behind it. So I welcome all of that. We actually had a Zoom meeting one time where we was discussing it. A lot of the people had this skepticism. So they have scam bureau sites and things like that you can put certain businesses and entities in that you can report on. And so it was very interesting that live on air that was done, and then they all came back 100% legit. So a lot of the skepticism, I don't have any experience about that. I definitely don't get into any debating or argumentative type of situation, because to me that's not relevant. There's no progress. But I do will address anybody's concern about any aspect of it. Sometimes, I suggest that we be willing to be the creators that's needed to create a reality. We would like to see the world be the change. We prefer to see it being growth. That's what growth is. So this constant change of change is absolutely it happens consistently. Wanting to or not, it's part of the process. It's true. To be left to see to accept and allow it. It's what causes the static and the chaos.
Facts. That's good.
Anybody jump in with any question? That's how you run with it. Or unless you have any questions that you think the people may.
Well, I pretty much was asking most of the questions that I could today. I think I got a lot out of this myself. I wanted to hear what some of the people, if they have any questions about anything that was said today, or anything else that they might have. It's a good chance to do it. And I want to say shout out to CCJACKSON, DOCTABEY, Miss DC, Cryptos United, and Mechanism, all for coming onto the YouTube site and commenting and showing up. Because we all live on YouTube at the same time. But yes, brother, this was very appreciative. It's out here. It's going to be here for the people. We can do this again if you like. If there's any questions, if not, I believe I got a lot out of it. I do want to tap into that precious metals part of the segment. That's my interest right now. Because I do have children and soon grandchildren on the way. So I'm looking for generational wealth at this moment as well. And not only that, you can use that to put into, like we said, express trust, indentured trust, and then use that as a collateral to do what you need to do and open up these other corporations. So,
absolutely, fam, and all of that and access to that is definitely available over there. I try to ensure that there are links to all of the information. You know, it's one site, it's one location that everybody can come to. And any other family out here that have endeavors or business endeavors that are already in a position where they can actually assist and benefit the people, y'all be sure to send me a link to it so I can, you know, check it to add it to the site and give the people access to it, you know, because the goal is to be a collective of entrepreneurs and helping others. That's what ECHO is. Entrepreneurial collective helping others. You know, as an entrepreneur, college headquarters online. That's the ECHO. That's what the vibration is. So family, y'all definitely,
hence,
you know,
hence the credit union putting our credentials all together in the hat, and now we all have these credentials. You don't need to know how to do lighting design, but I got a brother, you know, in my company, we do that. That's what we do. Oh, you got a plumber? Yeah, we do. We plumbing, electric, we got that. We do it all. We do it here. It's a one-stop shop.
And I actually, that's what I did with when I was developing my construction company, the aspect of my construction company. You know, I had it on a process of earn while you learn, while I was able to share with a lot of the offspring, a lot of the youth techniques on how to do everything about plumbing, how to do everything about framing, everything about concrete, everything about paint, everything about, you know, roofing, all these different aspects. And in doing so, supplying or equipping each of those individuals with the opportunity to develop their own business, their own format. You know, so that's and the title of the company is Total Care. You know, this Total Care Operations. Well, that's what I'm trying to do, to bring a lot of the youth, the offspring in and equip them with actual skills that pay the bills, or trades, things that they can actually utilize and be able to apply to life. And it's all based off of building or construction, or things like that.
Well, I'll be like, boom, look, what we did since we've been putting in these $10 a week with a group, and in 90 days, we bought us 2 18-wheelers. Now we own 2 18-wheelers. Now we got shippings going across from New York to California. That's what I'm saying. That's what we can do. One group can buy 1 18-wheeler. That 1 18-wheeler can make you a house payment. Guys don't understand that all it takes is 2 18-wheelers. I got cousins that have refrigerated trucking company. They start with 1 refrigerated truck. They own fleets of them. It starts with 1.
And that's the point, family, for us to realize that if we actually desire and want to be in control of our reality, because there's a code in the world of entrepreneurship and economics. It says that if you don't work and apply your energy and your power toward developing your dream, then someone would definitely hire you to develop theirs.
Facts.
And so,
and I got plenty of dreams now. I got plenty of them.
And so, family, to me, it's an opportunity, like many opportunities, and we all have a choice to either manifest this opportunity into what it could be. Either way, this is my attempt to contribute whatever aspects to the empowering the people that I can.
That was just my next statement, DOCTABEY. I'm not sure about you, but I don't know how long I'll be on this platform trying to do it, because there's so many different platforms I've used to advance and do things that we need to do to uplift their poor humanity. So when I get to a point where I don't see it beneficial and the people are not, they're happy and comfortable, because the word comfortable is woof. But if people are comfortable where they at, I'm good. I'm gonna move on to maybe people are not so comfortable. So I don't know how long you're gonna be around. So that's why I explain to people like DOCTABEY. I always say this in my lives, like a lot of people on here, maybe Dr. P, a lot of people, when we leave stereo. It's just we gone. I don't come back. I don't go back to none of my ex-girlfriends. I don't go back to none of my ex social media. When I'm gone, I'm gone. So it's good to catch it while you're good. So that's why I know, like, okay, this is not an accident that you've not met on the platform. Now, we could have met in so many different areas in our past. Maybe. We probably have crossed paths many a time. You're not knowing. But now we do know. So now it's an opportunity to say, okay, these great minds are all together on the same platform. We put them all together for a reason to see, as a social construct, how we know we wasn't all put here by some military experiment. We think we came here by accident, but we were sent links and links and links, and we finally said, all right, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? And now they put us here to see what we was going to do, fight, bicker, and argue amongst ourselves, or we was going to come together and make shit happen. This is a test. It's only a test.
Be mindful that everything about this app and every app out here, every last one of
military
is absolutely monitored.
The military
is, be very mindful of the energy that's projected, because as we're allowing one another and assisting one another to become aware, those that would oppose that collective enlightenment also are becoming aware. So that adds more importance and credits to your why. Your why has to be great. Your why has to be very determined, very disciplined, very aspiring, because what it is about ultimately is about how willing are we to contribute to the betterment and the benefit of our legacies, our offspring, our lives, our freedom, our love, our truth, our peace, establishing our justice. How willing are we? It's just, it really comes down to those simple realities. We can apply our energy to a lot of things and then turn around and consistently play the blame game, and then just spend cycles and cycles of that's where we're choosing to apply our energy to dissipate. Or we could actually take charge of the reality and say that I'm willing to be a contributing part of recreating a new reality. Mm-hmm. Now, one that is consistent with lifting up fallen humanity, and the realignment of the energies of the planet and nature, and bringing love back into dominance instead of fear. Because there are only two energies that exist. Two umbrellas. It's either love or it's fear. Now, we can call it from by different types, different labels.
We can sit back and say, okay, we so-called freed ourselves or got out of the system, so to speak.
Not without the people.
Right. This is what I'm getting ready to say. So people always ask me, if you good, then why you don't help just your family? Why are you trying to worry about me? I said, because of me and my family is free. Because you have no knowledge, and you're the masses. They're hoping that the masses are the ones that are not listening, so they can continue to set laws and implement programs that you're going to agree with. Why? Because you're voting for it. You vote for it, you pay taxes. That means silence is an agreement. So a stroke of a pen can have my great-grandchildren who were free in slavery because a stroke of a pen, because somebody said some legislation that everybody agreed with but didn't know they was agreeing with, because we're trying to arm you with knowledge. They say ignorance of the law, you said this earlier, ignorance of the law is no excuse. And that also means, right, but that also means knowledge. So having knowledge of the law is an excuse. I'm going to say that again. If ignorance of the law is no excuse, arming yourself with the law is an excuse that you can use, because now you have knowledge of what law is and what law is not. That part.
Now allow me to excuse myself from your proceedings.
Thank you. First of all, I'm here on a special appearance. They don't like
special appearance.
Yeah, that gets them in their panties in a bunch.
Family, it's been so, I've been dealing with motor science, man, since the early 80s.
Yeah, I know. You got me by about 15 years on it.
Man, and there's been so many situations, man, to where in dealing with morality law and and representing myself and pro se and
then they've done that, yeah.
Jurisprudence and all these different things, man. They're in a situation where they clear out an entire courtroom. Right.
But see,
because they refuse to see someone function standing on his foot.
That's the thing. A lot of
embracing the law that everything that they're about is founded in without acknowledging that law that we're standing on. They know that they cannot exist nor have any power. And that's why the entire system is voluntary, because without the will or consent of the people, it can't function. So they've tricked everybody into giving up to consent.
And that's why the whole system is falling apart too. That's why we can see it crumbling right in front of our face. Tower moment. Because people are waking, they're getting out. Every time you get one out, the house of cards is gonna crumble. And we're watching it. We think we're watching some other thing that they told you we're watching. But that's not what we're watching. We're watching the empire fall. And the new one is coming up. I mean, not the new one, the old, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. That part. We got some messages real quick. Says research.
DOCTABEY, Islam, KINGKOOLIE. What's up, KINGKOOLIE? Islam. Greetings, nobles. Greetings. Y'all are here in this space, and I had to come in this space to greet you guys. So, much love from the cosmos, y'all.
Islam, nobody, Empress. Yeah, I just want you to know, if you didn't know, we were live on YouTube at the same time, so your comment will be used on YouTube. I appreciate that. We're live on YouTube. Appreciate you, sis. Research Islam. Next message.
Cousin Emily King, Syrian.
I can get that part. Did you get that part?
Is it a replay? Nah, I missed it too.
Yeah, we can play it again. I'm not sure.
Cousin Emily King, Syrian.
I didn't get it, but honestly, anyway, Empress, as they say, spin the block. As we do it, definitely reset that vibration.
Yes, beloved. Man, yeah, this conversation was long overdue. But I heard you speaking to the people many times, different conversations, pretty much saying what you're saying together about the incorporate coming together. And people like to say, let's go, all of that sounds cute. But how many people have really tapped in with economics? That's really taking it serious from this act. What I'm saying is it work? Like, even if you got one, it's worth it. So have you have people?
That's why,
because I sent your link out to many people that are not on stereo as well. So I'm not sure how many people are getting back to you, but I send it all over all my platforms, and I hope everybody at least share it. Share the links. That's all we can really add. Like, that's helping too. I've shared your links to all my platforms. I've yet to go ahead and tap in myself, and I'm one. I agree. I'm guilty, but I'm asked. This is what my question. This is why I'm questioning here today. I want to know, just like I'm sure a lot of people want to know. It's very interesting. I've seen it. I've watched the structure. I've seen all the different platforms, and I'm saying, yes. It all looks absolutely what we need. It's put together very well as far as the structure. This has to happen, and this, and that's the way I was saying it. Like, as a puzzle piece, like a Monopoly board, as you start off with the game, you're going to start with Baltic, which you can buy for like $6. But you're going to end up with Boardwalk. You know what I'm saying? Park Place. So everybody's not going to be in the same level of the game, if that's fair to say.
Well, that's why, it's a continuous cycle. See, those that start early, they will get the push early, right? But because everything is in a support those that support, right? So as the cycle and those are being pushed forward, it's formulated into a cycle where it comes back around. So now that those that were pushed forward have the means to support those that are coming up. So it creates a constant cycle. So it's designed to where it'll consistently always benefit those that are willing to participate.
Well, I guess it is like Monopoly board in a way. It is like the Monopoly board game. You start off at go, and then you move through the classes. You move through the fields until you get to the end game. It's pretty interesting, actually. If you think about it like that, you have to pass go, then you get to a point like so-called just visiting part where you turn that first curve, that hardest curve, but then you get into the whole electricity and all the dealing with electrics and railroads. You know, you get into that lane of field, and it's pretty interesting because I don't know why I see it as the Monopoly board, and as you go around, the higher you get to
that's the blueprint for the science of capitalism and the structure.
That's why I guess I see
economics.
Yeah, I see the board in my head. I can see it.
And so the best way to control truth or structure is by distributing it. See, a lot of the things that are projected out here, truth has a nature to it. It must flow. So those that would want the masses to be concealed or veiled from the truth, they know that the truth must flow. So they just put themselves in position to be in control of the flow. So they put things out here that are right in everybody's face, you know, so that when the people see it and the social engineering says to ignore or to deflect that, then that's what the people do. So the truth has always been flowing. It's always available. And a hint to that is everybody in here can take their finger right now and they can just look at it and just say it and just kind of see how it looks. Then they can take that same finger and they can put it right in between their eyes, sit it on the bridge of their nose, and then look at it and identify it, not by what they remember, but by what they actually see. And that's just a hint to the science and the code of the best way to hide something is to put it right in your face. So all of these things that we're talking about, people actually have access to them. People can actually access all of this information, all of this knowledge, but the mindset has caused a distraction, a tendency or a habit of diverting that energy away from the things that are actually readily available to the people. And that's what collective enlightenment encourages, to create a new type of mindset, always encouraging one another to look at the evidence and to see the things that are available to you and to act on them, to apply that knowledge so that it becomes wisdom. So that now you understand, now you overstand, now you understand, now you're developing and constantly expanding into a whole being. And we're doing it as a collective because each point is important, but one is nothing without the rest.
Absolutely. We got a couple messages.
Islam Kings, sending peace, love and light to all on the platform. I've just logged in, so I'm in the listening. Give thanks.
Islam Empress.
Islam Empress.
Just aware the people just coming in, we all live on YouTube at the same time. So if you missed any of this, you could either hear it here, but most of my chats will be private. So I'm sure Dr. Bay's side may be available and open in public. But you can also catch it on YouTube if you tap on our avatars. And you can hit the YouTube link that's attached to my avatar. You can also play it back on live on YouTube. Islam.
Yo, KINGKOOLIE, I don't know if my message went through. I have to say something else too. I mean, I stopped to see what she was doing. Hear what the conversation was like. You know what I mean? Because it was good. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta say, this was good. Into this process. But other than that, I got to go across and focus on these hoes. These hoes, and more hoes. That's what I do.
Peace, boss man. Yeah, hopefully it was, you know, and in the meantime and in between time, study some of this economics, study the law while you, and at least teaching some of them so-called higher overstanding empresses that you can help them, man, help themselves at the same time, man. And take care of yourself too, my brother. Peace and love to you. Yes, brother. So again, yes, sir. Yes, it has, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate you and Crazy Crow for coming in. Discount Disco, Raina IE, Bossman Focus, and Mrs. Plenty, who are all still sitting here showing us nothing but love. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Dr. Bay, for this economics class. It's not the hardest, it's not the easiest class to have on here, or the easiest talk. People like to talk about money, but don't really want to talk about business. So we're trying to mine our business. You see, it says mining my business in the hashtag because people will mine gold, they will mine Bitcoins, but they will not mine their business. I'm not understanding that part. Can you explain a little bit before we go?
Well, the aspect of mining your business is for you to realize that you are your business, right? And that's on all the levels, whether it be the financial markets, the mental markets, the spiritual markets, the ethereal markets. All of that is your business, right? And we're so apt to always condemn and blame and put energy into other businesses and corporations that are not designed to benefit self, instead of putting those businesses into the value of who you are as a collective, who you are as a contributor to all of humanity, who you are as a portion of the cosmological astrologies of life, and any aspect of any school of thought that you choose to look at it. What is the self-accountability? What role do you play with that? How do you fit? And then be honest with self, something you have no choice about. The thing is, if you stay distracting yourself and externalizing the fault or accountability, then you never have to actually look in the mirror. You never have to look within and take responsibility and develop the ability to respond and become proactive, meaning be about the 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. If you're consistently participating in something and you are at a stage of disappointment, the only thing that have ever disappointed you is your own set of preset expectations. So because you thought that it was supposed to be a certain type of way, now you're detached from the reality of the way things are through your emotional state, right? And it's not actually a state of actual emotion, because emotion is energy in motion. So the energy is supposed to be in motion and flowing. But when you cling and you become defined, then you become stagnant. So now this emotional energy is just agitated and it's just acting up and causing a disruption or a chaotic state. So we're not allowing our energies to flow. We're not becoming true emotion. And that's about reconnecting with the feminine energy, as opposed to only tapping into the masculine, because both energies exist in all beings and all life, right? Yes. Much of the energy has been suppressed. That's the energy that needs to be floating. That's the creative aspect. And everything of the masculine energy is the linear or the logical. And so they must come together. So we must expand our awareness to accept it and allow both polarities of self. And it begins to heal this self-interest illness that's upon all of us. So.
Right. We have Brother Cryptos who just joined us live on YouTube. Peace and love. We got some more messages. Joey Wishbone.
First of all, you should tell them that the free market economy, that means you can make money off of anything. There's always a supply and demand to everything. So therefore, there should not be a poor person in the United States that is away from other countries. Coming over and making it rich and bringing their culture. We as black people, we built this motherfucker. So there should be no reason why we can't get rich.
See, the brother tapped in on to a few of the things that we was tapping into, and the realization as to that why. Because the brother said there should be no reason why. Yet if it's a reality, there has to be a reason why, or a cause that has led to the effect, right? And some of that is in the labeling, and it is in the wording, is in what we're classifying us concept, and though we may seem like it's just semantics or just frivolous, yet there's actual proof to how much credit actually is applied to whether or not it's a reality that is the game. See, when you're in a game, right, and you don't know the actual rules of that game, it's like you're destined to obviously lose in that game. And because many of us don't know the rules of how this game is being played, we don't realize that some of the things that we express, some of the energy that we put out into the ethers, into the universe, or request to what we may deem as God, Allah, Adonai, Christos, Theos, Anu, any expression, right? We're putting this energy out in the form of a request, and this is what we're getting back. So we have to become very mindful of the words that we use and the energy that we're expressing. It may seem simple, it may seem frivolous, yet when you understand frequency and everything is sound vibration, just to be a part of this conversation, this existence, everything vibrates, as well as conversations, as well as words, as well as all of the frequencies of life. And so they are very important. And I get that other point, but he's also point should be that's what these conversations are about, recognizing the power of the power of things, and we move as a collective committed enlightenment. So that's what we're going with these things.
But you got another message.
Right, so brother is pronounced Renee. I know it looks different to Renee's normally spelled, but yeah, it's Renee.
Islam, Renee.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Hi, King Coolie, Uncle King Coolie. How are you? Long time no see. What's going on, King Coolie? Hi. Hi, Dr. Bay, how are you? How's everything? Hope you guys are doing well. Anyway, I got my Bitcoin, and I'm very proud to get one. I'm very, very happy. I'm satisfied. So, thanks to you, Dr. Bay and Uncle King Coolie, I took after you. I followed you. Anyway, have a good show. Have fun. This is Bella, aka Fireworks 32. Let's go. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Bella. So hit me up on BitCloud. So you have a BitCloud coin. So let me know, and I can tap into your coin while it's a good chance to get in early. Let me know. What is it? A firework? What do you call it? Let me know what you call it. Tap into my Bitcoin now. So follow me, and I can follow you back.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely tap in and see if I can get.
Yeah, at least, especially while it's early. Because once the market goes back up.
Family, check into the bio. Also have access to the big cloud where people can get their own NFTs, non-fungible tokens, or create your own crypto for yourself, and to give people some type of idea of what it's like. It's like the old baseball cards or sports cards. You know how they increase in value and things of that nature, and how they have stored value. And as your value increases off of your endeavors, that'll also increase your coin in that crypto space and the valuation. And so, and we'll be able to invest in one another, support one another, and also increase their value. So it is another aspect of tapping in and taking control of our financial literacy, our financial economics, and becoming the source that we all need in order to get ourselves out of this money game matrix on into mastery self.
And not only that, Cryptos and I, shout out to Cryptos United TV, we did one yesterday. If you go to my YouTube page after you watch this one, then we did one yesterday about the whole BitCloud thing. So you can go check that out for people that are new to BitCloud, who's already a part of BitCloud, or who, if you're not even a part of it yet. It's a great video to watch because we did like a 5-hour video where we go through it. Not in great detail, but enough where the average Joe Knucklehead would probably understand that part. But if anything, tap in with Crypto, DOCTABEY, or myself, or CC Jackson coin is a good money coin. It's about 10 stereo people out here that have joined BitClout, and it's pretty amazing to see who's who and how they use their coin and stuff. It's just good to see how people do business with their coins. It's fun.
The comments, when people give comments and they come up, they've been all blank. They've been white all day long. Since this morning I left work. They've been blank, and you can't even see the people's face like we used to do.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's coming up that way on mine. But
What do you mean? Like, oh, the people's faces in the comment section?
yeah, it's just like you can see the bar come up, but you can't see the actual avatar.
Oh, right. It's too small. Everything got tiny. What they're doing, they're trying to make room for 4 people. So they're trying to figure that out. It's going to be a little bit.
It's a glitch right now.
They're working on some upgrades. So
Hold on, let me turn you up, Cryptos. I had you turned down. Cryptos is coming in on the YouTube side. Say again?
Yeah, it's a glitch right now.
Oh, it's a glitch, he says right now. Okay. What up, Crypto?
What up, man?
Yeah, I gotta go.
I'm still, hey, you know it's glitching right now. I'm still live on YouTube. I'm just strolling in fans only by myself. I just hijacked y'all's show though. It say KINGKOOLIE and DOCTABEY. Run tell that. Dang, man, you love just putting me on Front Street, don't you?
Yeah.
Hey, you heard me?
Say again?
I'm still live. I'm in fans only by myself. It's just scrolling through empty faces. It say KINGKOOLIE and DOCTABEY. Run tell.
But how you in fans only by yourself though?
Because I was in fans only with somebody and I told them to swipe on me, and when they swiped on me, it glitches. So I'm just floating by myself live still.
Yeah, that's my thing. How do you
I can't
so
come
you
out
don't
of
have the
fans
choice
only.
to go live by yourself. You can't do it by yourself though. It's only stereo does it. You can't just say I want to go by myself. No, that's not available yet.
Right now it's a glitch. So
Oh,
literally,
yeah, because I've seen people by themselves. If you leave, like you, only when you do it, really. You the only one I've seen by yourself, and you would say you're.
But what happened was I was in fans only, and she ended. I had her end the show, and when she ended the show, it put me in limbo, and I can't come out of fans only unless I end the live. But right now, it's still recording everything. I can share it, but it's just gonna be me sitting up there by myself.
Okay.
That was probably me bleeding back through this thing. I probably need to
And yes, just on your last comment, Dr. Bay, thank you so much for expressing that, that the feminine energy is the spirit. You know what I'm saying? That masculine energy is the structure. And even just what you said about that structure of capitalism is to keep perpetuating the structure and leaving the spirit and its validation and its necessity behind, and taking it out of people's conscious awareness as something that they need to account for, something that they have constant access to, something that they are conduits and generators of. And yeah, the whole way to make life livable and actual for all is to educate ourselves and get out of the old paradigm.
Indeed. Much love for your contribution.
Yo, that is so true. I be telling these young guys all the time, how you gonna play the game, don't know the rules of the game. That is so serious, and that is so true. And people should really take heed to that.
Yeah. Well, how you gonna play? If I say, yo, you wanna go play spades, and you be like, I don't know how to play. That don't matter. Just sit down. You be like, nah, man. What kind of game is this? Same thing in life. You can't just go by things you thought you knew. You got to find out for yourself.
King Cooley, Dr. Bay, did you guys say, what did you say, the clown or the cloud? Is that supposed to be an app, the cloud? Let me know. I sure will do that. No problem.
Oh, so
I'll
you
let you know.
Okay, I see what she was saying.
Dr. Bay and Uncle King Cooley privately. I don't want anybody else to go into it except you guys. Okay? Cryptos and them.
Well, that's not how that game works. We got to teach you the rules. We got to teach you the rules on that game, because the rules are you want as many people buying into your coin as possible, Miss Fireworks. But we'll talk to you about that on the private side. Just hit me up on the IG or something. I'll tell you about it.
Wait a minute. Did she just say my name? Did she say Crypto?
She said your name. She did say your name. Crypto, your voice, I'm only getting you through my phone.
You done left me again up here by myself. I done hijacked this show. This is Cryptos United TV taking over King Coolest. Oh,
She was just talking about the Bit Clout. CLOUT. BITCLOUT.com. BitClout.com.
I'm just joking, Cryptos. I'm just joking. I'm playing with you, Cryptos.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. So you heard something else. I didn't hear what she said. Well, let's not revisit. I didn't hear it.
All I heard was
too busy.
Cryptos. I just heard my name. That's all.
Oh, she just mentioned it. Okay.
So, Uncle King Cooley and Dr. Bay, how does the Bicon work? Because they tried to explain it to me, and I still don't understand how it works. Can you tell me about it a little bit? Thank you.
The what was she talking about? The Bitcoin.
I'm just joking, Cryptos. I'm just joking. I'm playing. King Cooley, Dr. Bay, did you guys say, what did you say, the clown or the cloud? Is that supposed to be an app, the cloud? So, Uncle King Cooley and Dr. Bay, how does the Bicon work? Because they tried to explain it to me,
Bitcoin.
and I still don't understand how it works.
How does
Can you
Bitcoin
tell me
work?
about it a little bit?
Bitcoin?
I think she's saying
Thank
Bitcoin.
you.
Right.
I think she's saying Bitcoin.
Go to the YouTube page, Bella. If you go to the YouTube page, we're over there explaining everything. Cryptos has got it on the screen. The Bit Clout. We'll talk about Bitcoin another time, but the Bit Clout page, he's got it up on YouTube. For those that want to check it out, just tap my YouTube page.
I see nothing but emperors all around me. The sound
Miss
of
Boston.
is just astounding to me. King Cooley and the royal emperor of the royal palace family. I tried to do like a haiku style, but I don't think it really rhymed like that. But y'all know who it is. It's your girl, Miss Boston, the boss, Stony. And if you really know what it is, glad to be here. Clap, clap. Okay, I ain't gonna front. I do gotta leave, but I just wanted to say hi. I love y'all. I'll be back though.
Hey, Miss Boston.
Much love to her.
Good to see you.
Miss Boston.
Thank you for
I
the love.
understand, Empress. Actually,
Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Gabby. We're live on YouTube, Gabby. Just so you know, Gabby.
I actually have some of the Empress Miss Boston's business endeavors actually attached to the site as well. You know, as I do several of them.
I saw good money too.
So, yeah, we definitely got a lot of their endeavors, you know, added to the EtherBenders.com site. And
hey, Bersa Belay is here with us on YouTube. Hi, Bersa Belay. Joey Wishbone. Long as you're taking it easy, buddy. Enjoy. He enjoys his life. That's what I love about him. He's like, look, now, I'm going to enjoy it till the wheels fall off.
Yeah.
We got the copper guy.
Top of the afternoon, King Coolie. And to you, well, the Diggy Doc.
Oh, pardon self, copper guy. This Islam Empress. Oh, just so you know, we live on YouTube at the same time. If you wanted to check it out, we're over there doing our, talking about big clouds on that and showing Bersha Baby, how to have your own NFT, what Doc Bay was speaking about earlier. So we're looking at, we looked at Doc Bay's coin, we looked at Crypto's coin, we looked at KINGKOOLIE coin, and you can see how it moves from day to day. Like yesterday, my coin was worth $33 a coin. Now, since Bitcoin dropped, it also dropped. So what is it now? So it's good to get in while it's lower. Like actually, it may not be good for me and the people that own my coin already, but it's good for those that don't already, and they can come in. Cryptos' coin is at, mine is at what now? 20.
25.
Damn, Crypto, we can't hear you yet. I don't know if it's your audio. You might want to go out on your audio side and come back in. I'm not sure, but I tried to fix it on my end, and I can't get you loud yet. I can hear you a little bit, only through the.
All right, what about now?
The people can't hear you yet. No. If you go out and come back in, I'll add you back. But yeah, Doc Bay, it's on you. But yeah, if you look on our side, you can see, okay, we got my coin on the live, on the YouTube side, and it'll show, you get your followers up. I got 32 followers. Yesterday I had 28. So the more followers you get, the more times you post your photos, people will follow you. And when people follow you, they tend to buy into your coin. So you would want people to keep buying into your coin. Like right now, the total cap on my coin, I can't see, but I believe it's like 194. Right. So I have 7 coins in circulation, 7.5. So that's not bad for like, I think a month. I've been out a month now, maybe.
I believe something like that. Yeah.
So that's what we're doing right now. It's in beta stages right now, but when they go public, then your things be worth real dollars and real cents. Right now, it's worth that much money on the site itself. So you can do things on the site with it right now. You can withdraw it, but it has to be a certain amount before you can withdraw money and stuff. So as you can see, the people on the other side, like Elon Musk and all these other people, their coins is in the thousands, $17,000 per coin for some of these people. Wow. But as you can see, I own Crypto's coin. Oh, yeah, we switched it, but it's cool. But you can see all the people coins I bought, especially the ones on stereo. I made sure I got as many people that I thought I could. Now, some people's coins is more expensive than others, but I have to get back and buy, like CCJACKSON coin is pretty expensive right now because it goes up fast. So you want to get in early. Like if Bella, she comes out with her firework coin or whatever, I want to be one of the first ones to jump in. So let me know if you do that. Copper Goddess. If you decide to do a Copper Goddess coin, let us all know early so that we can get in early, because once it goes up, it makes it more difficult for your people to join. So that's the whole idea. I mean, if y'all would have got in early, Crypto's got in early. I think Doc Bay got in early on my coin, so it was a little bit better, DWB. And as my coin moved up, they made money. And if I sell, like I've sold some of CC coin, which I shouldn't have because it didn't went up on me. So I kicked myself in the butt a little bit. And some are good money, but their coin was so expensive that I could take that and buy more of my own coin and let mine grow, and then I'll be able to give back again. So it's like, put your money back in my pocket, you get $1, then I get $1. Then I'll give you $1, but I gotta get $1 back for my $1. And that way I always keep $1 for me, $1 for you. That's what I'm doing. So that's the method to my madness. And I own about everybody's coin that I know that has one on stereo. And if you do have one and I don't know about it, let me know. Because I want to be one of the first ones to get in. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, family, and all of y'all, I would definitely encourage to tap in and get your coins going. Everybody in the artists, everybody that will see the replay.
It can't hurt you. Because first of all,
because we are invested in one another, I would definitely get me a portion of your coin. Try to get me a couple of your coins as they grow in value. And I have 2 coins out there. I got the Grow coin out there. I got the Echo coin out there.
Mm-hmm.
So family, y'all definitely tap in. And that info is in the bio. And Bro Coolie definitely got links in it. It's
Crypto buying stuff as we speak live. He buying shit up. See, that's what he's doing. He's showing you how it's done live. This is how it's done. And he just bought into somebody's coin, probably good money, one of them. And as he grow, they grow, he grow. He has the most stake in his own coin. See, I had a lot of stake in his coin, so he want to make sure that ain't nobody got more of his coin than him. You see, that's the idea of the game. But Cryptos has bought a lot of people's coin. I gotta say, he supports everybody's coin. There's not one person on it that he hasn't supported. Damn. See what I'm talking about? That's what we're talking about. It's all helping each other. This is exactly economics growing, but we can actually see how it works. This is like a blueprint. This is something for us to watch as data to the very things that Doc Bay is actually talking about.
Yeah, because see, as we equip ourselves with erudition or education, we'll get to a stage where we'll be able to develop our own blockchain. We'll be able to develop our own smart contracts. We'll be able to develop our own Bitcoin systems or cryptocurrencies. All of this stuff. So, but this is the process. We have to realize that is a process, and we must begin the process. If we just sit, hope, and wait, and expect, then we're never actually being proactive and contributing our energy to manifesting the reality we would like to see. So that's what the intent is for putting these different platforms together to actually give us the vehicles and the pathway to actually manifesting it into reality.
Mm-hmm.
And not just something we're talking about, but actually doing it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. So those that are here that's sitting in with us just got here. We're live on YouTube at the same time. We're speaking of economic growth and wealth and how we can come together and make things happen with one another. And we're actually showing how we're doing that with an app that they have on a website called bitclout.com, where you can invest in your own NFT coin, which is not on the market yet. But when they do go public, you'll be able to use that particular coin and grow it and really actually mine it. It's actually doing mining itself as we speak. But
Bro Coolie, Bro Crypto, since Crypto is sharing your screen, if you could, before we go, if you can tell them to just run through the stuff we went through last night, just flip through the screen. We got to actually talk about it and explain it, but just give the people an idea of what the site actually looks like that we were speaking about, that this conversation was geared toward getting people into the Freedom platform.
To the Echo, to the Echo page?
To the Freedom platform. He signed up yesterday, and
Oh, okay. As soon as he's finished with what he's doing on the big clock, because he's making moves over here, looking at the market, he's showing them how to look at the market, how to take your photos and put it on BitClout, how to take your videos and post it on BitClout, and that way you can make money. Now he's pulling up your site in the background.
You want me to show that?
You want to explain it? Are you watching it, Doc Bay?
Yeah, I see it.
So you can go ahead and explain what we're looking at, because I still haven't gotten Crypto's audio right yet. I want to fix it.
You can't hear me?
Maybe. And maybe it's me, because I might have some other shit open, but I don't think so. I can only hear you through my headset, Crypto, not on the speaker. Like I can hear you through the phone part.
Oh.
trying to figure out why is it doing that. Yesterday we fixed it because I went out the room and came back in, and it was cool. But now it's not working.
For those that can see on the YouTube, they can see crypto screen. That's kind of what we was explaining earlier. That's the process of what we were talking about. That's a visual representation of what we was talking about earlier, as far as explaining how the freedom platform works and how by investing $10 and getting that initial 40, you can walk your way all the way to the $10,000 level. The platform is designed for that, so it has the capabilities of doing, and so that's what the opportunity is.
Okay.
And it's a lot of stuff on there, like, a lot of different areas, It's a lot of tools on there to use. And even on the website, ethabenders.com, it kind of gives you an idea, because I put a link to each of a few of the different income streams, because there's 11 different streams of potential income just on that site alone. And
so you come in at 10, and what's the times for? I mean, is that how many weeks then you get this 40? Is it a time base? Is it up to you how you grow your own business, or is it like everybody moves at the same speed?
And the concept of finances, your network is your network, and it's not time restrained at all. In fact, you can go from that 10 to 40 during this conversation. You can do it in 5 minutes. You can do it in 3 minutes. It's nothing is time restrained.
Okay.
That's why I say that people could actually get to a point where we're at the $10,000 level and it's being recycled weekly, even up to the point to where it's daily. But that would require the network and the movement of the people to actually be willing to get their position. Everybody get your position for $10. That's it. That's what you do. You just get your position, and then you understand the rules of the system, and you allow it to work. And everybody's benefiting, everybody's growing, everybody's cycling around. And so it's definitely no time restraint. That's very important, because a lot of things, platforms that we study, a lot of stuff that has happened that failed, that didn't go right for the people. A lot of them, you had to wait a week, you had to wait 2 weeks, you had to wait 3 weeks, you had to wait a month. And then by the time you got to the end of that month, things were not as they appeared to be or should have been, because people didn't understand or didn't have transparent information as to how things actually work, what is actually required. And so it left a lot of people disappointed. So we studied all of those things and put together this platform. And then we met with the two brothers that had the willingness to invest and make it a reality. And the company itself, in the cycler and the matrix, they don't actually hold anybody's money for any length of time to where you got to wait on it and distribute it. All contributions go peer-to-peer directly 100% to all of the members. It is definitely a member-based empowering of the people process. And it's all.
So in order to actually start, you definitely need to sponsor some people.
Well, the first thing you want to do is get yourself in position. You're
going to need your own sponsor first. Eventually, you become a sponsor, and then you'll have people under you, like you started, basically.
Right. The moment you enroll, you automatically have the entire business as your own. It's your business. Now, when you have an entire franchise at your disposal, what you do with that franchise determines how the franchise grows or how it develops. If you just sign up, which is for free to sign up, and you just let it sit there and you do nothing, then just the laws of physics say that nothing from nothing leaves nothing.
Right.
Yet it actually doesn't say that. But basically the point is that you have to be active if you want it to grow. And the only activity that's required is that you share it. If you have an opportunity or you have something available to you that you know can benefit you, that you know can benefit your legacy, you know can benefit your people, my question would be, why wouldn't you want to share it? Like, what part of you would actually not want to share something that you know could benefit others or benefit the people? So,
okay, you share it. Does that person now that's interested, you send them to a sponsor then? Or now you become the person that has to become their sponsor? I don't know.
Right. Everybody, see, when you sign up, everybody has the exact same site. No one has like a special site. No one has a special franchise. Everybody has the exact same franchise, which means everybody has equal opportunity to grow and develop their business of networking within amongst each other as everyone else. Right. And so that way it keeps it all balanced. It keeps it all fair. Keeps it all level. And it's designed that way on purpose so that people can't say that, well, these people over here are doing this and these people over here are doing that. But it's one collective. It's one big family. Everybody is in the family together. So each new member that enrolls in the family becomes a part of the whole collective. And so it's designed for perpetuity, to be perpetual. So that if I came in, I decided that I didn't want to do that, I didn't want to work that, then I'll only get the results of that. But I can't hinder you. I can't stop you from progressing in your cycle from coming through. So that's very important, because a lot of times, because we are in different mindsets, you'll have people that just don't want to, they just did it just because. And so, but they don't jam up or hinder the next person. The cycle is designed to continue to flow. So,
King Coolie, you could share the show. Show the.
But yeah, cool. I definitely gotta go tap into one of these rental properties, man. And just things. But any of the family that have any last questions or any concerns, y'all definitely chime in before we get out of here.
Hello, this is the Cryptos United show. I have just sideswiped it from King Coolie. Pay me no mind. I'm just chilling here waiting for him to come back. If
you are the individual that wants to contribute and play a part in creating a reality that we could all benefit from and acquire the knowledge necessary to actually manifest this into reality, the family, y'all definitely tap in. And I need to find a word for the brother, but I definitely want to say to everybody, boldness is balance, collective enlightenment, power is the people. Let's build, family. Let's grow. Let grow.
Let grow. I appreciate you for this, Doc Bay. Like we said, if those that are interested in you're still on YouTube with us, we got the screen still up, and we'll go back if anybody has any questions about the BitClout on the YouTube side. I'm not sure how long Cryptos has. Now, I have a question. These things that are popping up on the site, I don't know if that's your site. It says somebody made $10, somebody just earned $10. Is that your site doing that? These are people actually live this is actually live, or is that just a loop?
Yeah, it's live and it's a loop, meaning that it's constantly updating and expressing and showing the activity of the site. If you make a move in it right now, it's going to put you in that loop. Right. All moves are constantly in that loop to allow people to constantly see that it actually does work. It is working.
Yeah, people make it. Every time I look up, somebody made $10. Every time I look up, somebody just made 15. Somebody just made $15. Somebody just made 10. Right. Somebody just made this. Like, damn.
We literally have upwards. We have nearly 50,000 people participate in this platform, and so that's why I say for all the people that are skeptic minded, I get it. I encourage it. I don't have an issue with that because I know that it works. I've been living off of it for several months now. And so I welcome any skepticism because to me that can be healthy as well, because it at least allows the people the opportunity to tap in and actually see how things actually work.
Right.
See, bro, cryptos is showing right now how simple it is. He clicked on $25 cycle. Right. It's going to tell you who you have to send your payment to directly, right? And once you do that, that person will get an alert, and then they'll check to see, all right, I did receive that, right? So then they hit approve. The moment they hit approve, now your position in that space is locked in, and so. Again, each cycle works exactly the same. Like if bro cryptos can hear me, he can hit like the 250, you know, and what comes up is people who already have purchased that position, or they've already invested in themselves and got that position. For example, you see how there's a catch up there. Also have like Bitcoin, you know, different means of methodology that you would like to receive your $10 contribution in. And you have, in order to get that position, you have to pay your $10 contribution, and then you simply walk your way up to the $10,000 level. It's all done from within the people, and it's kept up with. You don't have to do anything extra. You have to keep up with that, write down that, but you have access to everything. Like once you purchase your position, you'll get a thing called a matrix, to where you can click on it and you can see exactly how it's structured and where you are in that structure. So a lot of as many angles that the people came up with that they could think about, they were all taken care of. So
right, because I know all the angles.
Right.
But so far it's looking like, it's looking like it's looking real good. Now, Cryptos, why we can't hear you? Can we hear you yet? I mean, I see you here with us.
KINGKOOLIE, you hear me?
I can hear you, but very low. Maybe it's my phone.
I don't know. That's on the
somehow. But yeah, I can hear you. What do you want to say?
No, I was saying me.
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's still low as hell.
No, we good. I was just showing whatever you needed to see.
Percent, does it go up and down like stocks?
Yeah, she was talking about big clout or Bitcoin, I think. Does it go up and down like stocks? She was talking about Bitcoin. That was her question about Bitcoin.
This look like a revolving door, you know what I'm saying? Where it cycles in a circle.
You said cycle in a circle? Is your volume all the way up, Crypto? Yeah, your volume's all the way up, man. Because I'm wondering if it's you low.
No, I say it's like it's a revolving door where the money is circulating in a circle amongst the
So it's not like a pyramid then. It's more like different than a pyramid.
Right. See, pyramid schemes and Ponzi schemes are illegal in every country in the world. And the reason they're illegal is because the structure is set up to where those at the bottom could never actually enjoy the benefits of being at the top. And so that's why they're illegal.
Right.
And so the cycler absolutely is a system that requires people to go from the bottom. And actually, once you buy your position, you're actually on the top. You actually literally start at the top.
You went out for a second, DOCTABEY. Peace and love to everybody in the room, stereo side and on the YouTube side. DOCTABEY will be back. Not sure what happened. They might have me in my room dolo in a few. I hope not. You know what I'm talking about? What it do? They do dolo rooms now. So we still live on both sides of the fence. I'm still live on YouTube.
Is over here on the YouTube side.
I can't barely hear you, Crypt. I wish I could hear you better, man. Phones. I'm trying to figure out why. I can't barely hear you, Crypt. I wish I could hear you better, man. Why is it doing that? Now I might have to just turn on my volume over here. Go ahead, talk again, Crypt.
Yo.
I might have to just turn up my volume on YouTube side.
Yeah, I'm on the YouTube side.
Yeah, I can hear you on YouTube if I turn my volume up. But not on my phone. You mad low on YouTube though. You still low on YouTube, mad low.
All right.
So it wouldn't be my mic. So Doc Bay is still in the building. We're gonna answer some of these messages. I'm not sure. We're gonna wait till you come back. Oh, it's my brother.
Yo, what's good? This your boy Cryptos. Echo what you know in order to grow. You already know your boy Crypto90 TV is over here on the YouTube side. Click on KINGKOOLIE face, hit the 3 dots, and you already know.
Facts. We just gotta get your audio up over there, and then we can have this still going on at the same time. Doc Bay, you still with us, my beloved? Doc Bay.
Yo, yo, yo.
Cool, you there?
Yeah.
Man, you
got to
kicked
go?
me completely out of stereo.
They threw you out of stereo? We said we'd wait till you get back. Oh, I like that, Cryptos. He threw us up there. No, that's what I'm talking about. Cryptos be doing his thing on this. He gotta show me all these little tricks. You know, I got mine up there, my little jump off up there, the Power to the People logo. You see it up there. There ain't no colors up there. It's all rainbow. It's us, all else, all colors.
Bring my my other avatar.
Okay, let me bring your other avatar up. Maybe he's talking better.
I can see the.
Hey, what that sound like?
I can see the voice moving. There's no sound coming through.
Yeah. Same. Some with your audio. Maybe you got something else open that's holding. You got audio on both. Something's holding both your audios. It's going 2 different places. You might have to close everything out, reset your phone, come back. Huh? You hear it? You can hear him? Nah, I still only can hear him through the
Yeah, because
I hear him, but it's low.
On the YouTube, he should be able to hear me now. What about now? Move the mic closer. How about now? I gotta put my face in the mic like I'm at the studio. Hey, yeah, y'all don't can you hear me now?
Oh, let me turn it on my YouTube.
What about now? Move the mic closer. How about now? I gotta put my face in the mic like I'm at the studio. Hey, yeah, y'all don't can you hear me now?
All right, well, I can, as long as I turn on my YouTube, as long as I turn on my YouTube speakers, I can hear you, but I have to just turn it off when I speak.
What I'm saying though, you should be able to hear me through the StreamYard.
I do, but not really. Low.
That's crazy because
Coolie, is it a way for you to put your phone right by the
It is. But normally he don't come out this low on StreamYard. Normally it's good, but for some reason this time it's
let me check my audio.
Maybe because I had a phone call that came in before.
The Empress said she can hear everybody. And I think she's on YouTube.
She's on the YouTube side, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But I thought maybe because I had some stuff open, but I had closed everything out. Came back.
Can you hear me now? It's getting the footage.
But I thought maybe because I had some stuff open, but I had closed everything out. Came back.
Can you hear me now?
Well, yeah, I can hear you. If my YouTube, I can hear you. StreamYard, nah.
What about now on StreamYard? I changed my my mic to my to the mic.
It was taking the mic from my head. It was. Now
It's
you
all
should be able to hear me,
good.
huh?
Still the same, but I
That's
can't.
crazy. Cause that was the mic on my
Maybe it's my phone.
HD cam.
It could be my phone because I had got a phone call, and the phone calls always throw it off.
You know you can drop out and come back. You say you did that though, huh?
They should have a way that you could just do something and it'll pop right back in, but you know.
All right. I'm gonna leave the show on this other guy. No, I'm gonna leave him up. I got 2 different camera views.
So Doc Bay, I appreciate. So you guys say you got to do some other things, yes? No?
Yeah, but if the family had any questions real quick, I can definitely try to.
Anybody ain't got any questions for Dr. Bay on YouTube side? Type it in. Any questions for Dr. Bay on stereo side? Chime in right now. It's your time.
Well, you know I'm right here ready to go when you're ready to roll.
You got a question, Crypto?
Oh, no, I was just saying as far as I can call you or whatever, and we can keep it going if you want to.
Well, I guess that's it, Doc Bay. I appreciate it, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure, family. We definitely got to manifest these things into reality, fam, because I've seen what they're capable of doing, you know, to empower and benefit the people, fam. That's why I even put my energy into them. And, hey, I appreciate everybody. And like I said, check into it for yourself. Don't take my word for nothing. Don't take nobody's word for nothing. Check into it for yourself and see. And then once you see for yourself, let everybody know I'm here to assist any way that I can. And family, let's build. Let's grow.
Let's grow.
Let grow.
Let grow. Islam, beloved. Appreciate it. Everybody in the room. Love, love, love. I might stick around if they let me stay solo for a second. I'm going to see what's going to happen when you do leave, what happens to me, if they're going to scroll me through the streets or not. I just want to see what happens. But I'm going to stay on YouTube side for a hot minute. We might DJ, have a good time. Go ahead, DJ. No. It looked like fun. It looked like Cryptos is about to DJ. I'm ready to party. We look at the YouTube side. It looks like we ready for a party. Let's go. It's got to be almost 420 somewhere. But I appreciate you, beloved, and all is well, man. Islam.
Islam, family. Islam.
Islam, Islam, Islam. Peace.
Much love to y'all, family. We growing.
We growing. Let's go. I gotta tap into the thing. I gotta get me at least a package, some kind of package. I gotta get in there.
Oh yeah, family. All right.
All right. Islam, beloved.
Islam, bro.
Islam. I don't want to continue to talk to listeners though. What do I do? How you stay by yourself, Cryptos? They trying to connect me with somebody.
Do it, man. You don't want to do it. Keep talking, man. Boom, let's go.
I can't. Oh, okay.
All
right, now I gotta turn the volume down over here.
Yeah, I got your volume on the StreamYard side, so you ain't gotta worry about that.
How we sound? How we sound, everybody who's listening on the YouTube side? We sounding good? We got echoes?
I think I'm getting an echo from somewhere. It's me. Figure out where it's coming from. Okay, it's going to StreamYard. Turn this down. Boom. I can't hear nothing now.
Hold on, that was me.
That was you?
Well, my mic is off on StreamYard. So it ain't me.
Okay, if your mic off on StreamYard. Say something again?
It's you. It's you, because I still hear that.
Okay, which mic is it coming from? It is coming from... It gotta be coming from... It gotta be coming from StreamYard mic. No, let me see. Let me do it.
All right, let me turn mine on. Yo. Yeah. We got echo. If I
Yeah.
how's that? Oh, that's echo.
I think of where's echo.
Come on. Yeah. Yeah. So it's still echoing. Somewhere you still got a speaker open.
No, they hear me. They can hear me. I want to go back to the my mic. Hold on. Cause what it was, the speaker was right next to something, and it was bleeding. Nope.
What you just turn on? The other side. But it ain't on YouTube because YouTube's still muted. So this stereo that's echoing.
Nope. One of the YouTube.
Right back on YouTube. YouTube can hear us again. So they can hear you and me through my mic though. On YouTube.
What?
So,
how's that? They can't hear. Oh, they hear me through stereo.
right. But somehow you got still your speakers is on. Somewhere you got some speakers open. Like you got to turn the volume down on the other phone. Like my volume is down on both, on one phone and only up on YouTube, on stereo. My volume is down on my StreamYard. All the way off. And my speakers on my TV all the way off. Only volume I got up, audio-wise, hearing-wise, is stereo. Everything else, all the speakers is off.
It's all. I don't know.
Somehow there's a mic close to a speaker. It's bottom line. There got to be a speaker on and a mic at the same time. Close.
Yeah, let me see.
Yo. Yo.
Right. Only mic you need, because now you can hear both.
Oh, I know. I got it. There we go. Yeah. Both of us could not have our speakers on speaker. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about the stereo speaker. The stereo. Yeah, I just put headphones on. My mic. Oh, that's because I ain't got my mic in. Hold up. No, I ain't got the mic in. Hold up. Let me put the mic in. All right. Can you hear me now? My StreamYard mic is open, the one in front, yes. And we're not doing nothing with we ain't doing nothing with the stereo side unless I want to play music. So I think we're in business. Yo. Turn your mic on.
Now I'm gonna turn it on so
Turn your mic on.
we get the feedback. No feedback. Let's see. Now I'm gonna turn it on so we get the feedback. No feedback. No feedback.
Yeah, it's because both our speakers open on stereo side.
My speaker's always open on stereo side. My speaker's open on StreamYard side.
But one of us has to have headphones on.
Well, you're close to a lot of equipment, so I ain't got all that interference around me. You got a lot of stuff around you.
Yeah.
A lot of equipment. All right, but we good like this. We good.
I ain't got something ain't right.
What?
Oh, I know what it was.
I wasn't in the stream. I was on the.
I didn't do it
while I was in the stream. You see what I'm saying? While we was doing all the stuff yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. You was on the sideline.
Yeah.
But last night, me and Dr. Bay.
Well, no.
I wasn't playing. I was playing it from the thing.
Right. Like now you can go to your Big Cloud or to one of your pages or something, and we could do a jump off. You and me. Like, and have a discussion about Bitcoin. When you see us on the side, we'll both be talking on YouTube and stereo at the same time. It could work.
All right,
Yeah.
So what's the
but I can't play.
My music ain't.
Yeah, you can play it right now. Go ahead and play it.
Hold up.
Something
playing.
Can you hear
Can
it
you
on
hear it on the
StreamYard side?
side?
Oh, you gotta
share my screen, man.
Do I hear it on the StreamYard side? Oh, I gotta share the
sharing
screen.
My
Hold
screen.
on. My bad. I was looking at some. Okay.
You don't see it?
You don't see it?
Yeah, it's coming in. Which one? You got two. Okay.
Here, this one.
Hold up.
I'm finna do it again. There it go.
Wait, no.
Don't bring. How did he?
Don't bring the side one.
I got him.
Take him down. Okay, cool. There we go.
Uh-oh. What happened? What we changed?
And I don't hear
no music though.
And where you playing it from? YouTube?
I got
my speakers muted. My bad. Yeah, let me see. I'm like, what? Alright, that's not gonna work. It's still fucking bleeding.
Whoa. Mute.
That is ridiculous.
I know what I need.
All right, how we doing right now?
Well,
Hello, hello. I know you hear me now.
Yeah, we live on YouTube. We bear with us. We working out some details. We showed y'all the echo screen. Can y'all? We live on YouTube. We bear with us. We working out some details. Yeah, that part. There was some echoes going on, so we done fixed it. I got my mic open on StreamYard. As long as my mic's open on StreamYard, we good. You can see my avatar on the YouTube. You know, it's making audio noise. This is, yeah, man, it's the stereo. But I had to mute stereo on this side because I'm going to have a feedback if I unmute stereo. Because it's something so loud, something over there on your end, I can't figure it out. But it's going to, see, my mic is still muted and you got feedback. So it's not me. You know, it's over there somewhere, but we got to figure it out. Hey, everybody on stereo. Everybody on YouTube, shout y'all out. We in the building. King Cooley, Cryptos United TV. We working out some details on YouTube and stereo at the same time. We about to change up the algorithms soon as he send me the new algorithms for the show. Shout out to everybody in the building. We gonna work it out. Brother's gonna work it out. Brother's gonna work it out. I might have to go out on stereo and come back. I mean YouTube side and come back in this show. And I'm gonna come back when we finish the next show. Peace and love. King Cooley. I'm in the building.